In a quiet, high-profile courtroom brimming with legal minds and political eyes, Chief Justice John Roberts prepared for what he thought would be a simple, ceremonial interaction with Hollywood legend Denzel Washington. Invited to speak at a prestigious legal symposium hosted by the Supreme Court itself, Denzel had shocked many by accepting not as an actor, but as a guest lecturer on justice and ethics. Whispers rippled through the courtroom. What could an actor possibly say to the country's top legal minds? But Denzel stood tall, confident, not as a performer but as a man rooted in deep convictions and wisdom. He wasn't there to act. He was there to speak truth. As Denzel walked toward the podium, Judge Roberts leaned in with a grin and addressed the crowd. "Let's see what kind of law degree Mr. Washington earned at the box office," he chuckled, clearly expecting applause. Laughter bubbled from the audience, but Denzel didn't flinch. He stood silently for a moment. Then, with the composure of a seasoned lawyer and the calm of a philosopher, he began. "I may not have graduated from Harvard Law, Your Honor," Denzel said smoothly, locking eyes with Roberts. "But I've spent decades studying the real justice system, not just from books, but from the lives it affects. From the men wrongly convicted, to the families torn apart by policy, to the children who've never known fairness. My courtroom has been the streets, the communities, the souls behind the statistics." The courtroom fell silent. Denzel went on to reference case law, historical precedents, and ethical failures that even some in the room had glossed over. He quoted Baldwin, Dr. King, and even directly cited Supreme Court decisions, correctly. Each word pierced like a needle through fabric. He wasn't just impressing them, he was educating them. Judge Roberts shifted in his chair. Denzel continued, "True justice is not just what we read in opinions. It's what we fight for when no one's watching. It's not about robes or gavels, it's about courage." The tone had changed. The audience was no longer amused, they were moved. Lawyers leaned forward. Clerks scribbled notes. Even the justices exchanged glances. Denzel wasn't speaking as a lawyer, but as someone who had lived the consequences of justice misapplied. Roberts, realizing his earlier comment had underestimated the man before him, stood to offer closing words. But this time, there was no smirk. Only respect. "Mr. Washington," he said slowly, "today you reminded us that wisdom and experience don't always come with a law degree. You've challenged us all." The courtroom erupted, not in laughter, but in a standing ovation. Denzel nodded humbly, offering only this: "Justice begins with truth."